Hey, 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 beautiful heart. Step right on up to this carnival ride. Actually, it's not a ride, but I am going to throw some cards today. So let's see. I'm curious to peek in on this new energy now that we've had the solar eclipse. So welcome into my little space of the internet over here, where your cells are listening and your soul is ready to speak. And we're here to learn, live, love, and shift. So let's get into this. Whew, this eclipse energy, I know the last couple of weeks has been really intense. All of that had a purpose. It has a purpose in where it's showing us where we're still playing small, where we might not have fully released some of the old stories. Is it just me? I mean, it's okay. It's okay if it's just me. But this past week, has it been intense for you? Always. And intense on like many different levels, going through all kinds of energy and emotions throughout the day. Yeah. Oh yeah. It has been. And if you want to catch up on what that energy was, go watch the last couple of videos. But anyways, this new energy and why has things been so intense? It's been intense, not to say that you're not doing something right or you've messed up or there's more to heal. You know, for some of you, yeah, there may be more to heal. Yeah, you may need to, stay on the bike for a little while longer. No judgment, doesn't matter. We're all at different places on this awakening journey. And what are we awakening? We're awakening our consciousness. What's consciousness? Energy and vibration, yeah. But consciousness is what we really are at a soul level, beyond the physical form. And have you ever thought about, if you subscribe to multiverses or living in parallel timelines at the same time? I know I didn't say that right, but you probably know what I'm saying. And if you do believe that, have you ever wondered, well, how is that actually possible? Well, monkey mind isn't gonna be able to grasp it, but it has to do with consciousness as well. So anyways, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. I'll be weaving it in and out. You know how I do. You know, I'm a little neurospicy over here, so I go down all kinds of rabbit holes, lose my train of thought. Hot mess. It is what it is. Hey, if you resonate with that, doesn't bother you, welcome. Have some snacks, grab yourself something to drink. If that's something that's probably going to irritate or bother you, well, thanks for stopping by. You can see yourself out, or if you rather sit and watch the show, hey, we send you love. Sure, you'll get something out of it. All right, back to whatever I was talking about. This eclipse energy and the different things that we have been going through and experiencing this week. I'm just going to focus on this week because I don't know about you, but this week was intense. Yeah, it really was. But here's the thing. Every moment of that intensity, we had opportunities to see things from a new perspective. we there's a bunch of things flooding in at the same time. And as I'm like, nope, nope, just want to go down this one path, it's like, choom, choom, choom. So bear with me as I catch up with myself. But that has been how the energy, well, at least has been for me. I don't know. Chime in. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. How has the energy been for you? Which ride have you been on this week? And, tell us all about what adventure park you were visiting. But anyways, it was all about being aware, showing us where we're still not choosing ourselves. And it would have shown up like the old story wanting to come through. Have y'all been having some experiences that resemble the past? Or that's immediately what monkey mind wants you to jump to? Is, oh, here's this again. Just me? Okay. Just me, that's okay. Yeah. So I did a recording the other day, and then I didn't post it because monkey mind was right there. You just ramble, blah, 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 blah. You're all over the place. You don't even make sense. Nobody's going to want to hear you, blah, 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 right? Aside from that, I mean, that did kind of hold me back. I still planned on releasing the video, and then different tech issues went on. But anyways, it's been wild. I've been wild. I've been all over the place. Back to whatever. It all ties in. Monkey minded. Blah, 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 blah. The other video, the video that I'm telling you about right now that I didn't want to post, I was talking about my bitching bushes. I've mentioned my bitching bushes before, but I kind of go into a little bit of a more detail of what happened after and the metaphysical connections with the emotions and the thoughts. So guys, you don't manifest just your thoughts. You can't affirm your way into a manifestation. Sorry to whoever just went, no wonder this shit doesn't work. Hang on, honey. I'm about to tell you. It's thought forms that get stored on your cells. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Danae, and forgive me if I've already said this, but anyways, Dr. Danae, I'm a metaphysician and creator of the methodology Your Cells Are Listening. And so yeah, your cells are listening, and it stores on your cells your thought forms. What are thought forms? Well, they're thoughts that have a strong feeling attached to them. Yeah, you can also say they're beliefs. Tomato, tomato. What is a belief? Well, let's break that down. It's a thought you keep thinking until you believe it to be true. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean, what it really means is it may be true for you, but it's not true for somebody else. And that's absolutely okay. It's okay. The Matrix didn't tell you that was okay. Over in the Matrix and in 3D, you probably were triggered and you'd get pissed or upset about it. Anyways, you manifest with everything as frequency and vibration. Consciousness. Yeah, circling back to that again. Your reality, what you experience in your reality, is based on your consciousness, your beliefs. So a lot of us, well, we'll just speak for me. I found as I was going through life those really strong thought forms or beliefs that were, negative, self-sabotaging. I'm Gen X. We can roast people like nobody's business. But how can we do that? Well, I know for me, back in the day, I don't do that now, but back in the day, oh, hell, yeah, I could roast them with the best. How did I get all that practice? Wasn't just on everybody else. I was roasting my own self every day. Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know what I'm talking about? You sitting there going, why are you so stupid? Why did you do this? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's matrix-minded. Over here, in this consciousness or this energy, we've learned, we didn't just bippity boppity boo over into this energy. It was a conscious choice. And we've been working on the self-mastery. The self-mastery is to bring us back to our original authentic state, which is that higher consciousness, that Christ consciousness. And all of a sudden, oh my goodness, my nose is itching. Holy moly. Now my forehead. What is happening? Anyhow, that higher dimension. Ooh, gotta keep an eye on the time. The 49ers are about to play. Anyhow, see the distractions. This is how it's been all week. Holy moly. I have had so many opportunities to just beat myself up. Monkey mind's right there like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go a couple rounds. Come on. Let me get a little jab over here. Why'd you do that? What were you thinking? Oh, they're going to think. Exhausting. But it's exhausting because we no longer vibrate or resonate with the old version of ourselves. That people-pleasing, that monkey mind, that, not choosing ourselves, staying in those beliefs. Why is it harder now? Because we've released those beliefs. This solar eclipse is closing the door on what opened with the full moon. Meaning, I'm not saying this energy is closed. It's going to be with us for a while. What I'm saying is, what no longer resonates with you? Why have you been pushed out of your comfort zone so much lately? Why has so much been thrown at you? Like, forget whack-a-mole. This is like being on a softball field and the automatic pitcher gets stuck and it's just boom, boom, boom. Oh, but they're all around the field. They're coming at you from all different directions. It's just been pure freaking mayhem. Energetic mayhem. But all of this energetic mayhem was here, to push our buttons, to push us out of that comfort zone. Why? So we really get to make that choice of, hey, you know what? I've already lived all that. Why am I holding myself back? I know fear is false evidence appearing real. I know soul is calling me to face everything and rise. So why am I over here wanting to be in hermit mode? Why am I just not stepping out? What's holding me back? Well, whatever it was or is, the last 2 weeks especially has been pushing your buttons like a hot button. Beep, 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 beep. That made no sense, but whatever. We're rolling. So that you can really make that choice. Do you want to keep feeling that way? Or do you want to finally just go, you know what? No, I got this. I got this. I'm going forward. I'm showing up for myself every day. I'm showing up. Are you showing up for yourself? But first, let me say thank you for showing up for me. If you've turned this on, you showed up for me. You're sharing some energy with me. I am absolutely honored that you are doing that. And I hope that you receive the energy that I am sending out. of love, praise, gratitude, glory, and grace, because you deserve it and you need to be practicing that. We have arrived at the Olympic Village. We have been practicing. Hey, yeah, sometimes it's been messy. Yeah, we've wanted to quit. We've wanted to say, no, but we're here. We're doing it because you are shifting. So all of that pushed you out of your comfort zone. So you choose you. That's what you've been supposed to be doing this whole time. But judgment, guilt, shame, blame, that has all been an energy projection that we keep playing like on repeat. So we don't have much time for that anymore, right? We're done. We're done. It stops now. So whatever's been going sideways in your life, especially have your finances been going sideways all of a sudden? And I mean, that could just be maybe more bills. Maybe you needed to help somebody out, unexpected expenses, whatever. However it's showing up for you. Relationships falling apart. Or what if it's neither of those? What if you've just kind of been going around, life's been okay. And then all of a sudden, you're hitting this turbulence like, whoa. Now all of a sudden, you're sad or you're crying or you're angry. Hasn't there been enough lately over the last 2 weeks to make people angry and cry and all of it? Be careful what you're watching. Be aware. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So be very mindful and watch how your body responds. If you align with my energy, as I was saying the other day on the video that I almost didn't post, because monkey mind was there in my head. You're rambling, blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to hear that. Then in today's, every Sunday I do sip and shift for my members. And during sip and shift, one of my members was talking about what she had experienced this week and just kind of sharing. And in what she was sharing, or like looking for, maybe not even looking for an answer, but was exactly what I shared in that video that I haven't posted yet. Yeah. So you guys been having experiences like that? Yeah. I'll be the first to tattle on myself. Yeah. Because the whole time I knew it was monkey mind, and I was just like, you need to post the damn video. Somebody needs it. And, everybody's going to get whatever they want out of it. And if people think I ramble, sorry if you can hear my pug, my thug pug, the neighbor must be outside. How dare them? Anyways, see, distractions. Have you guys been having a lot of that? Yeah. My neurospiciness has been off the freaking chart this past week. Holy cannolis. Needing to come up with new ways of dealing with myself. So I'll be working on that. But, again, the distractions, forgetting, what I was saying was that whoever these messages are for however long people watch, watch till you get what you need. Or, if this makes you happy or entertained or whatever, hey, stay and watch the whole thing. I'm just going to keep being me, because guess what? I'm tired of trying to perform or be somebody I'm not, or be, make sure I say all the right things. Oh, make sure I say to this time limit. Oh my God. Exhausting. We're not doing that over here. No. I'm going to be me. And if I irritate you, there's probably a reason for it, because I am your mirror and your messenger. We're tapping into soul here, our higher consciousness. Those are the messages that I bring through. I'm just not over here making crap up. I really don't. And no, this isn't new to me. I've been doing this since I was like 4 years old. So, kind of like, is it that State Farm or Allstate commercial? I think it's State Farm. I know a few things because I've seen a few things. It's true. Anyways, if you're still here, I send you oceans and oceans of love. And thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, so let me just throw some cards because getting close to kickoff and I want to go watch. I got a new deck. I just think this deck is so adorable. Tarot of little Lara. She's so adorable. When I opened these and I was looking at them, and it's her journey, I was like, oh my gosh, some of these cards reminded of me when I was a little girl, and some of the images that have been coming up for me through this wacky energy. But again, remember, it's all for our highest good. You get the choice on how you're going to see it. And I know some of you are going through some of the most intense shit of your life. I get it. And I celebrate that with you. Why? Because I've been there. And I know how scary and how tough it can get. But I also know the freedom, the love, and the victory when you move through it. So that's why I'm here holding your hand, giving you the water, giving you the smack upside the head if that's what you need in true Italian style, all in love. But I am your mirror. Nothing I talk about isn't something I haven't already experienced. I'm just here to share my wisdom. For so long, I have played small and kept myself hidden. I have not shared the depth of my knowledge. Because in doing that, I would need to share my story. And like many of you, my circle is much smaller than it has ever been. I've walked away from almost everything in my life. It has changed completely. And no, I'm not saying that as a victim or woe is me. No, not at all. I'm saying that because that's part of the awakening process and this journey, and you choosing you and realizing that you are an I am creator being here to express through you uniquely. Yeah. So it calls for a completely different level of you. It's energy and vibration. And for everybody that I had to walk away from, whatever the situation was, I have processed through so much of what you're probably experiencing right now. But I'm now at that point of I'm grateful for the role that they played in my life, whatever it was. Yes, even some of the most dark and intense things. I am grateful for that because I learned so much about me. And had it not been for those people playing those roles, I would have never found the real me. I wouldn't have looked through that fear and that pain and that doubt to rise up. So I am truly, truly grateful for everybody that I've crossed paths with in my life. Now, wherever you're at, honor your journey, because I wasn't always in this spot. You know, again, this is no bippity boppity boo, you're a brand new bitch. No, this is not that. This is a lot of work in a way that you would never really understand unless you've gone through the process. You turn yourself inside out. But because I've done that and worked through that, but yeah, I'm still a work in progress. Don't get it twisted. I'm still working on myself every day. I know that I need to share my stories. And why have I held back with that? Because the people in my life during those times, there was different reactions, but that's what I'm saying. I'm grateful for that because I've already faced people not believing me, some of the people who are the closest to me who watched me go through this stuff. Okay? I love you though. But those closest to me that for, whatever reason, I'm sure I triggered them. I'm not saying they're to blame by any means. Hey, takes two to tango, right? I'm owning that. So I'm not coming from any place of blame by any means. What I'm saying is them, however it was, I have faced all of that now. I am no longer that people-pleasing person. R.I.P. to who I used to be. Because she doesn't exist anymore. And it's because of all the beautiful souls that have been in my life. No matter how it played out, they are still beautiful souls on their own journey. Nobody escapes karma, guys. I had to face mine. You're facing yours. Everybody has to face theirs. Everybody has to go on this journey. It just depends on when they choose to do it. That's the thing. When you face this, all of this stuff, you realize that so much of what we've believed kept us anchored into that pain, betrayal, and density. We don't need it anymore. The freedom and the love, it really is true, but it calls for a whole different level of vulnerability. Yeah. So that wasn't fun to walk through, but hey, here we are. So my commitment is to show up every day for 144 days straight. Ironic thing is, remember I told you, the tech issues, blah, blah. I got new tech, and so I'm trying to figure out the new tech. That's really what the problem is. It's me. But anyways, you guys know I've been remodeling the house and my office, and it's almost done, almost painted, whatever. But that was one of the things that was holding me back. Things were all over the place. I didn't have my normal setup. I didn't like the energy or the vibe. It was just, I've just got to have this setup for work, but my energy sessions, just everything, just things were in other rooms. It's been crazy. It has had me energetically out of whack. Okay. So anyhow, how did I end up over here? Anyways, about showing up every day. Oh, and the tech issues. Yes. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got to get loaded, and as I got this unit delivered today, and so it'll be changing and whatever, but I was so excited to record a reading again in my space that when I went to turn on the camera, my son had it set up so there's like a boom arm, I guess, whatever. All of a sudden, the boom arm just gave up on life. It just said no, and it just fell, and I was like, of course it did. In old energy, I'd get upset and I'd be like, oh my gosh, and be so stressed out, I don't record. No, this is new energy. I left that bitch behind. This bitch is like, no, we're still going. All right, who cares? You have an iPad stand. Put your iPad on there and record. So that's what we're doing. We're rolling with it. It doesn't matter. So yeah, be prepared. You're going to see me probably no makeup, fresh face, maybe 3 a.m., bringing a message, whatever. However soul wants to come through. Whatever messages need to get to you, here they come. Ready or not. You on this ride with me? You ready to have fun? See what happens? If so, drop a little roller coaster in the comments. Okay, so I know we're already 30 minutes in. Thank you for hanging out with me because, you know, I could go on and on and on. Would love to do a live and, you know, we can interact. Anyways, number 6, the Lovers. But when this one came out, yes, the Lovers card is about choice. And what have I been talking about? What is this eclipse about? Choice. Make sure you're choosing you. Choose you. Who you gonna choose? You? No, you're not calling Ghostbusters. Don't choose them. Choose you. 6 of Cups. Yeah, remember at the beginning I said, for those of you who have been having a lot of flashbacks or images from childhood, your inner child, it is time that you allow her to play. In this energy, choose play, fun, joy, creativity. Do things that make you happy. I'm not saying quit your job, not be responsible. I'm not saying that. I'm saying whatever you've got going on in life, make sure you add fun and joy and creativity into it. You know, I know some of us might need to get a little creative on that. I know I do. My job is off the rails crazy. There's like no words. It's just like drop the mic crazy. All right. But I have had to even put time on my calendar so that meetings aren't thrown on there or whatever, but so that I walk away, even if it's 5 minutes, and reconnect with myself. That's what's helping me get through. You know, I meditate at lunch. I definitely meditate before work. But remembering those images or those flashbacks are coming up for a reason. It's to remind you, you had dreams when you were younger. It is now time to make those dreams a reality. Do what you wanted to do then. Yeah, that creativity. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, look, number 20, Judgment. Are you too judging yourself like I was? I'll be sharing more about that judgment in the next couple of weeks, because there was some hidden judgment towards myself that popped up that I was just like, whoa, didn't even know that was there. What the heck? But yes, judgment. What I'm really getting with this is it's time for you to call judgment on yourself. Meaning, taking a look at where you're not showing up for yourself. What excuses are you making? I know it's not easy. I know. I'm having to do it too. But when you call judgment on yourself in a loving way, what you're saying to yourselves and to your inner child is, hey, I see you. I accept you. And again, if it's something you don't like about yourself, that's absolutely okay. Guess what? You get to change it. But you can't change something you're not willing to confront or see. Inward revolution. My cards don't lie. That's what this time is about. Channeling. Your higher self wants to channel through you. You have that ability to get the answers that you're seeking through your higher self. It's through your heart. It's through getting quiet and being still and tapping in. Even if you have to put your hand over your heart, just say, hey, I love you. And do that. Connect that way. But every day, choose you. Okay? All right, beautiful heart. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for hanging out with me. Go Niners! Anyways, with oceans of love, from my heart to yours, I'm Dr. Danae, your messenger and your mirror. Love you. Bye-bye.